Hello friends, welcome to this outdoorsy nature setting. I have the river beside me welcoming us. I'm not sure if you can hear the trickling, the little waterfall down there, but it is definitely pleasurable to listen to and very relaxing. So today we are going to be pulling from a couple oracle decks. I have two of them with me. We have the Lightcode Apothecary by Izzy Ivy, and then we also have the Gratitude Oracle, which is illustrated by one of my favorite painters, Josephine Wall. I found her when I was 13, and it's just been so lovely to see how her artwork has progressed over the years and been shared with the world um, over these many years. And now it's in an oracle deck. But I remember I got my first poster of the seasons, it was called, with this beautiful fairy-like girl dancing through, and the seasons, 4 seasons, were around her, and just look, the artwork is so it's ethereal, but yet it's earthy, and it's just full of nature and animals and magic, and it's just very comforting to me, I feel. So we're going to be pulling from these two cards, and we have the sun in Aries. It's moving through the last 10 degrees, and we will be concluding Aries in about 10 days. So that is pretty wild to see that. So this is a reminder of what energy, sparks of life, fire that we're putting out into the earth to be planted. Um, the fires of the spirit, the fires of the soul, the passions, the desires that we put action behind and take steps forward in the physical world to do. And that also starts to show forward as we start to move through the sun in Taurus. Of course, the other planets are in other signs. We have Mars finishing up in Pisces. Actually, I think it just moved into Aries. So Mars is probably now in Aries now that I'm recording this video. And it is adding to that passion, that desire, that initiatory current moving forward, sometimes pretty forcefully. When Mars is moving through Aries, we get that added oomph, that added drive and desire to make things happen. And we do have to watch out about irritability, restlessness, um, maybe trying to do too many things at once. It's good to focus our energy, focus our current. We have Venus moving through Taurus. She's very at home in Taurus, very at home in nature, nurturing, soothing, partaking of the richness of life, appreciating that which is beautiful, that which is pleasurable. Sometimes we have to watch out for an overindulgence when Venus is in Taurus. We're balancing out our pleasures, we're balancing out that. But if we're putting things forward in a way that is healthy, probably don't have to worry too much about that. Mercury is finishing up in Pisces. We'll be moving into Aries. I believe last time I looked, it's about halfway through. So we still have a little ways for that. Let's see. I'm not going to go into all of them right now, but as the sun is moving through this last 10 degrees of Aries, remember to continue to plant your seeds. Take your steps forward, even if it's in a way of writing things out. Maybe you can't take physical steps forward, but write them out. Maybe see yourself in your mind's eye accomplishing things, or at least taking that initiatory step forward. So from the first deck that I chose, the Lightcode Apothecary, 2 cards came out, and they actually are consecutively 36 and 37. So we got pause the mind loops. Pause the mind loops. Notice repetitive thoughts have protocols to shift the focus. So when this card comes up, it talks about breathing, slowing your breath down, slowing it down, and as your breath slows down, your thoughts slow down. And and kind of come back to that stillness, come back to that presence. We did get the presence card in the Gratitude Oracle. And this card, beautiful, coming back to oneself, coming back to that present moment. What matters in this moment? What is important? Life is about this moment, the present. You connect to your higher self or align with divine consciousness when you choose to be in a current moment. Relinquishing yourself to the present is powerful. Being present will help you recognize your true identity and release unnecessary anguish. You can remove the energy from past influences and the longing for future situations by remaining in the present moment. And the reason why I jumped over to this card is because the mind loops, pausing the mind loops, when we can stay more in the present moment, I feel like that is definitely anchoring, and that helps to pause them. What I've been finding lately is I've been doing more artwork. I've been working with crocheting yarn, making little tapestries, making things that are beautiful. I've been doing embossing. I've been working with brass and metal sheets and starting to create kind of like a hanging tapestry of something that I feel is meaningful to me, shapes, symbols that are meaningful to me. And I've been adding more of that creative aspect into my life. So maybe this is something that sounds interesting or desirable to you, exploring your creative outlet that really brings me back to the present moment and helps me feel like, oh, okay, I'm creating something beautiful that I really enjoy. Yes, I have all these responsibilities because I'll go to all the things I have to do, which I think most people do. And I have to do this, I have to do that, and then don't get to do the things that I want to do. So taking time and just doing a little bit of artwork here that has been really soothing for my soul and bringing me into the present moment. And also in those spaces where we're pausing the mind loops, calling in our higher presence, calling in the archangels, the ascended masters to assist in certain situations or to help us receive new insights in the times when our mind is quiet. And when we give that space and we're not like dissecting what we need to figure out about it, more answers come, more insights come, and allowing that. Okay, and then the card that came after that was Beyond Limitation. Be tall, Poppy. Set new bars for what's possible. And one of the things I love about this is there's that pyramid in the picture right here, and then there's the poppy. I don't know if you've ever done any pyramid work, but seeing yourself surrounded in a pyramid of light. You could even have a certain color. I've done a violet flame pyramid. And you're seeing yourself being focused and infused and uplifted to our higher presence, higher consciousness, which, we always think is, well, we always think, but like in a lot of traditions is depicted above us, where we have to rise up, but really it's all around us and we are the manifestation of it. So in a lot of ways it's within us, but if it helps to think above us, rising above, extending ourselves upward and really connecting in, bringing forth that divine influence that we are, that tincture of life that we are, shining like the poppy. Now, the last card that came up is Tools, and this is from the Gratitude Oracle. And beautiful fairy in the night sky with crystals and the stars all around her. This card, I'm going to read a little bit to you about it. Everyone has spiritual potential that can be nurtured. Spiritual practices can raise your energy and help you connect to the divine power within you and those around you. There are many ways to clear your energy and elevate your conscious mind. Practicing gratitude is a tool for spiritual growth. You can use grounding, clearing, energy clearing, incense, crystals, breathwork, meditation, mantras, crystal grids, divination, and unconditional love, to name a few. Spiritual tools help you improve your auric field and raise your vibration, bringing about an immediate release and a lighter feeling. Chakra work can identify blockage so you can clear and bring your chakras into balance. Clearing your energy will restore your spiritual emotional balance. So, what tools do you know of that could help you in this moment in clearing your energy field, clearing your mind, clearing your consciousness? As I was reading this, I was reminded that you can use kyanite to clear your chakras and align them. You can also use selenite, but there's something about kyanite that helps to actually align the chakras in addition to clear them. So, calling on your higher presence, the light of source, the light of God, whatever your comfortability is and your resonance is, reach into that and work with those tools, whether they're crystals, whether they're invocations and decrees. I love to do decrees, invocations, because our voice is powerful. Think about our voice. Our consciousness and our body hears our voice all the time, whether it wants to or not. And what are we saying to our body? What are we saying in our consciousness? So are those positive affirmations or are those not? I think that too is part of them pausing the mind loops. What are we saying to ourselves? What are we charging our cellular structure with? So affirmations are great. This is book Angels and Goddesses that goes into decrees of clearing and calling in, not just on our higher presence, but on the different archangels, on the different gods and goddesses that are associated with the different areas of life, the different elements, the mind, the soul, the emotions, the physical world, the spirit world, and they're all intertwined, but it helps when we can focus on one at a time and kind of clear up the areas and then weave them together in a graceful, integrated way after they've been cleansed. So if we need help in a certain place. Oh, and I wanted to say too, as I was sitting down to write this video, I had do this video. There's a woodpecker over here, and now I see a big lizard over there. So woodpecker, I don't know the exact traditional definition of it, but I imagine it means leaving your mark on something, working to working at a project, working at a goal, and slowly taking the steps forward so that you can see your pathway. You can see the mark that you have created. Now, lizard, I'm looking at it right now, it's a big lizard, it's fat. Maybe it's pregnant. There's a lot of creatures out here that are pregnant right now. There's a lot. It's springtime, right? Lizard likes to sun themselves. Lizard is cold-blooded, right? So goes out in the sun, absorbs the sunlight, and absorbs the nurturing. So allow yourself to go in the sun, absorb the vitamin D, absorb the life-giving force. Solar fire is more balanced than Martian fire, right? That lizard is like just jumped across a tree from one tree to the other. That's cool. And it has big, really big. It's just like probably like that long. That's trippy. Okay, so solar fire balances out the Martian fire. So partake of the solar fire. Solar fire is connected to the Christ consciousness state, to Yeshua, to the ascended masters, to Buddha, to all of those who have come before that have gone to the Christ consciousness state. So igniting that not just in our consciousness, but igniting in our solar plexus and seeing ourselves radiate the solar light outward that is soothing, that is untainted, that is gentle light. That's a beautiful kind of parallel to utilizing this Martian the sun, this Mars in Aries and the sun in Aries that are going to be at the same time now for at least 10 more days in the same sign, and balancing out that Martian fire with the solar fire. Okay. Now, of course, there's another fire. It's the astral fire. That's the other end of the triad of fires. So, but we were not going to go into that now. Anyhow, I am wishing you a beautiful week ahead. Remember to call in your guides, guardians of light. This video is longer than I expected. But if you'd like to book a reading, please feel free to let me know. I do oracle card, tarot readings, but I also, my specialty is more astrology. And your natal chart and your current transits. The transits that are in the sky right now affecting your natal chart and affecting your day-to-day life, and how you can utilize those strengths that are moving through and energies that are supporting you. So you can always check in with me on that. We can book a session, and I am looking forward to meeting you. So many blessings, and I will talk to you later. Much love.